Alright, fantastic. Alright. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Making sure everything works out first before I get too into it. Yep. Okay, awesome. Let me get this going here. Alright, what's up everybody? Checking out the new DLC. It's been long awaited for. It dropped a little after 5. Okay? And it took a while to download, and then when it came out, there has been hassle getting this game to load. Alright. There's a couple other YouTubers that are broadcasting much larger than myself, Chaotic and Mr. Boss for the win. They've been doing a fantastic job trying to keep their stream alive and get the game up and running. So, let's see. Alright. And here we go. Okay. Cool. Fantastic. All right. All right, heading to the office, and let's check out these garages everybody's been talking about. 60 car garages. Now, from what I've seen already, you can buy them in tiers, and they're all connected. And each tier holds 20 cars, so it's kind of like upgrading your office. So let's check that out first. Some place to store all these new cars they put out. Supposedly there's a phone call. I didn't get the phone call though, trying to get the game up and started, but basically in the phone call your assistant tells you there is something new. So let's pull that up first. Super excited. I think everybody is. The servers being down as long as they were, there's no doubt that there's many people looking out for this DLC. Okay, so here's the garage itself. Basically 2 million, so not too bad. And look at this. Different options to choose from. All fantastic looking. All got their own view. Alright. I don't know. I think I like that one better. Let's see. Look at that lighting. You can even change the lightings in the garage itself. Oh man, too many to pick from. All right, but part of this broadcast is showing you what's gonna be cool and what you can buy on a budget. Now, I only have $6.3 million. I didn't buy any. I worked my butt off the last week, just like a regular guy trying to get that money, doing CEO stuff. So we're gonna go as cheap as possible. I like that anyway. Let's see. Does that cost any extra? Let's go military. I like the military. That seems kind of military style, but that costs money. Let's see. That's cheaper. So let's do that. We got the interior. I'll go with that because I really like that. So here you go. This is where you buy the second one. So to add on to that, it's another 850,000, making the total 2.5 million. So that's a little expensive if you're just an average Joe that plays the GTA occasionally. Now, if we get the third one, let's see how much it's going to be. 700,000. Okay, so not too bad, cheaper than the last one, but still, you know, that is pricey. Now I saw some footage of people buying all three, and they're all one garage connected by stairs, so there's no loading screen, which is kind of cool, but we're going to do one for now. In the custom auto shop, we're definitely going to do that, because who doesn't want a shop that you can customize your cars in? That is fantastic. Now let's see what we got here. Okay, so it changes the floor. That's pretty cool. Doesn't look like it changes anything else in the room. That's kind of cool. That's like water and static there. Let's see what we got. That's cool. That's kind of futuristic. That's really cool. Well, those are tire marks. That's cool. Well, these are for the hipsters that like all their colors. It's a little too bright for me. I don't know. I personally like cars. I'm a car guy. I work on cars, but that's just too bright to have as a garage floor. What is this? I don't even know what that is. That one's pretty nice. It's pretty nice too. Now let's see. Do these? Yes. So they add money as well. So depending on what floor you get, that one's really cool. It stacks money. It does add more to floors. So let's see. If you go with the basic, it's just 900,000. But let's. Which one was it? I like that one. So that's not bad. It's about 200,000 extra. So it'll come out to 2.2. But let's not do that. Let's just do that one. That's already going to cost 2.6 million, and we only got a budget of about 6.3 million, and we haven't even touched the warehouses that you have to buy, the cars that you're going to be stealing. So let's do that. Alright, let's do this. I'm probably going to regret it even still with the little bit of cash I got. But let's go with it. Okay, so the garage is there. Alright, let's check it out. Let's check that out, because that's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see what this is like. And this is straight, yep, right there. Now you have an option to go to your custom auto shop or your office garage. That is awesome. So that is right in your office building. You know, you can, of course, when you have the executive office, you got your suite you can stay in. Well, now you have a garage attached to it. I think that is really fantastic. A nice little feature they added. And I mean, look at this. Wow. This is, I tell you what, this is the best update they did for executive and criminals, because you know, you talk about people that make money on GTA, they got the riches, and GTA has done a fantastic job, or I should say Rockstar, in making this DLC and really showing off that, you know, having money is going to get you nice things. I mean, this is beautiful. This is way better than the basic garage that you get with the houses that you buy. And here's the stairs that lead up to the other levels. Let's see, can you access them? Okay. Oh, look at that. You can access them, yes, but I assume, though, you're definitely not going to use them until you upgrade them. So that's really cool. So that's probably the same. Yeah, that's the same. So we won't waste too much time, because this is all about running through the basics. Alright. Nice view. Look at that view. And that, look at that. That shows the park right down there. That is fantastic. Much better view than the office. And I assume that's where you can organize your cars. So next up, I'll tell you what, before we buy any cars, before we buy any cars at all. Let's see where we at here. Come on. We're gonna go back to the office and we're gonna look at the warehouses, because this is not where you're gonna store the cars that you steal and sell. Okay, you're gonna store them somewhere else, and that's gonna be pricey. I mean, we all know, based on the executive, when you buy a warehouse, it's not cheap. So let's do that first before we spend any money on luxury items such as cars. Alright, let's set down, because I'm guessing this is where all the magic is going to happen. Alright.
Okay, you logged on? The homepage should be showing you 3 options. Special cargo, vehicle cargo, and special vehicle work. Special cargo's as it was before.
I hope y'all can hear her.
The standard SecuroServe contraband system. Vehicle cargo's their new offering. You purchase a vehicle warehouse, then SecuroServe puts you onto different cars in the area to source. Once you source the cars, you warehouse them and sell them onto a highly vetted customer base when you want to.
Okay.
Special vehicle work's a little different. These are complex operations SecuroServe have planned and prepared for clients, using state-of-the-art customized vehicles. They trust only their best performers with these tasks, so we'll need to make some headway with vehicle cargo before taking this on.
Okay, so basically what it sounds like is we got to do some of these before we can unlock that. Okay, and that's where the big beasts are. We'll definitely get in that, because that looks amazing. I want to get a closer look at that. So let's go ahead and buy our first cargo.
Okay, if you want to start trading, you're going to need warehouse space to store the cars. See what's on the market and make your purchase.
Okay, so that stores 40. Alright, and that looks like it's supposedly the closest one. Either that or one of these are the closest one. Okay, but that's almost 2.9 million. Okay, a lot of money. You know, especially if you're just a regular gamer. So let's see what else they got. Okay, that's 2.5. This one was 2.9 as well. All expensive. 1.5. So that looks better. So let's keep our eye on that one. That one's almost 1. Oh, that's about 1.6. Okay. That's 2.7. We don't want that. 2.3. 2.2. And 1.9. So this one, I think, was the cheapest one. Okay. Who cares where the location at? It's cheap. That's what we're all about. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy that. Alright, geez. And look at this. Okay, so you can customize this as well. Alright, awesome. So the basic looks kind of cool, but I'm not going to lie. I want to look kind of cool, so let's go with that. I'll go with the hipster kind of look for the little bit of extra. Alright.
Okay,
now,
you've got some space. Now you can move cargo. Click on the green button, Source Vehicle, and we'll search the system for an appropriate car. Soon after that, the details will come through by text. Then it's just up to you to get the car and bring it to the warehouse.
I like it.
Be on the lookout for rival organizations trying to hijack your vehicles. And know that you can intercept organizations moving cars, too.
Okay, so, it looks like she knows what she's doing, man. We pay her the big money for a reason, right? Alright, so, this is where we're going to source the vehicles. Actually, I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to start a mission yet, because I know everybody's really thrilled, I think, to see what kind of content and the DLC is going to hold, the vehicles. So let's not do that quite yet. I already do know, because I saw this information earlier, trying to get my stream up and running, is you can only own one vehicle warehouse at a time. You can do trade-in, so let's say if you want to buy this one later, again, you hit it, and you click it. All right, you press confirm. It's gonna say you can only own one, but you can trade in. So you can do that. You can also renovate. You can't do it on this menu, I don't think. We'll have to figure out what that is. But you can also change. You can go to the other options later if you want. If you don't like the graffiti one, you can go back to the basic or head to the pro kind of looking shop. Alright, so before we do any sourcing of vehicles, which is going to be nice because I'm in a lobby by myself, public, nice to do a little trick. It'll be easy to do that, because I don't like other players wrecking my cargo. That is not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, so let's see here. Benny's. I know everybody's excited about Benny's. So, and there it is. The R34, 32, 33, whatever you want to say. The rumors, the leaks are true. I know everybody's excited, including me. I love that car. Let's see. This is showroom. No, we don't want the. Do we want the showroom? Okay. Oh yeah, we do. So let's do this. So that's the bike. That's the bike that they were saying was going to be in Benny's. Okay. So this is Now this is nice. I like it. Okay, let's go to stock. How much is that going to cost? Okay, so that's the RHH, or the RH8. And that's the one we already have. And I'm not seeing the other one. Or that must be, I'll tell you what. So when you take it there, that's what it turns into. Okay, so you have to take the RH8, I guess, to Benny. And when you upgrade it, it turns into this. Gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense. All right. Wow, that's quite a difference. I'd say that's quite a change. That's probably the most drastic appearance change vehicle-wise out of his showroom. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. My assumption is, and I think I might have saw this somewhere else even, that I think that's going to cost about almost $1 million, and that's without any upgrades or anything. So let's wait to do that. And let's see what vehicles they came out with, because I know people are also excited about the new high-ends coming out. Okay, here we go. Tempesta. Alright. At some point asking, so how fast was it? It's like asking the guy who just put his fist through your ribs. So how strong are you? Ha! Alright, cool. So this is another Lambo-looking car. And this is... How much is this? 1.3 million. Right, so not too bad. They actually, it's nice Rockstar didn't overdo the prices like they did with the last update with all those vehicles. Definitely affordable for a nice high-end car. I like that. Definitely a nice looking car. But we are not going to order one right now. I wish I had the money to show you guys what they all drive like, trick them out. I know some of the other streams are doing that though. They have like 100 million to do. So if you want to see gameplay with them, maybe go check them out. Definitely. So this is the, I guess it's the Penetrator. Alright, so this looks like some kind of Ferrari. I like this. That's nice. Look at the engine in the back. Oh, that's beautiful. Man, that's a real man's dream right there. Nice big engine. Whew. Boy, I'd love to have one of those, huh? This is only $880,000, so not bad. $900,000. But you know, I'm trying to think when the last time. Like, let's go down through the list real quick. Look at the vehicles they've come out with as of recent. All over $1 million. It wasn't since the 770 that a car hasn't been under $1 million. All right, it's the first time they're adding a nice high-end car for under $1 million. So that's awesome. That's awesome. About time that they started lowering their prices. Alright, so that's that. And the Warstock. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff right here. Look at this. And look at the prices too. So, if you're a regular game player, I doubt you're going to have money for these right away. But I'm sure with the new gameplay that they have, which we're going to try here soon, you'll be able to make enough money to save up quick. See, this is the one I was looking forward to the most. The ramp buggy. Now, this takes me back to the Fast and Furious movies. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that is just fantastic. I can already see all kinds of trick videos coming out. That's going to be great. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So, it's over $3 million to buy it now. I mean, that's freaking insane. That's insane. But here you go. You have secure serve trade price. Okay. Now, I don't fully know what that means right now. I was watching some of the other guys stream while I was trying to get mine up and running to see what was going on. It seems like it has to do with those servo missions, okay, that you do later on. Alright, so that would be, if I'm correct, go back here real quick. I bet you they have to do with this in here. Because they were talking, the leaks were supposedly that you had to do some kind of contact mission. And I bet you what they're talking about is this right here. I bet you once you do those, that's when you can unlock the vehicles to buy at a discounted price. Which is nice, because, you know, just alone at that ramp buggy that we were looking at, $3 million is a lot of freaking money. That is a ton of money. I know the most I've made in one day doing CEO stuff on just regular special cargos and some biker stuff is about 1.5 mil. So not bad. You know, you could get it in a couple days, but still, that's probably a full day playing. That's probably 8 to 12 hours of playing. So, you know, not everybody has that kind of time. But the discounted price is 2.4 million. So, you know, you're getting almost $1 million off of it, so that's not too bad. We can't complain too much about that. Here, this is the second favorite one I was looking forward to. I mean, just flying down the highway, clearing out the whole highway, just cars being pushed out of the way. That's gonna be fantastic. I mean, that's the whole reason I love the Insurgent. Once you've got that thing going and flying down the road, push everything out of the road. This is just really gonna be overkill. Hopefully, it's as armored as it is strong. I really hope so. 2.5 million to buy it now. 1.9 million for the servo, the secure serve. I don't know if I could say that right. Ugh. It's been a long night for me, by the way. I've been up for about 24 hours, and of course waiting for this DLC to drop so I could stream. So very excited, and I'm hopped up on coffee. Okay, so not too bad though. It's gonna be a nice utility vehicle, no doubt, and that's cheaper than the ramp. Which I'm kind of surprised because I would think the Phantom Wedge, being that, I mean, look at the size on that thing, you'd think it'd be more useful than the buggy. I mean, look, the buggy holds 2 people, the Wedge holds 5. So I'm a little surprised it's cheaper. Here's the amphibious technical that was talked about. Looks basically like the technical, but it's got the flotation barrels in the back and a motor. So that's gonna be fun. I definitely probably, even if I had the money, I probably wouldn't buy it. I like to stay neat and organized even in game, so I probably wouldn't buy it. But definitely looks like that's somebody would love that. I guarantee it. Now this is cool. This is the other amphibious vehicle. This, I mean, there's no other vehicle like it in the game. It's like a snowmobile body on a four-wheeler, which is just awesome. And look, when you get in the water, the wheels turn. That's neat. So I bet you there's some kind of animation. I hope there is, because that would make it way cooler if there was an animation. And that's 1.7 mil to buy now. I mean, to me that's a little pricey for an amphibious four-wheeler, because I now we don't know, because we haven't done much. There hasn't really been any gameplay on the import and export, okay? But we do know prior to that, we barely ever entered the water. You really didn't enter the water until the CEO came out with the special cargo, and then you took the tugboat out there, or you went out to get some cargo. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they put this in the game as a useful component and not just something random. So we'll see. But if you do the mission, it's down to 1.3, just over 1.3, so a little better, but still seems a little bit pricey, because we're not sure what kind of use that's gonna have yet. All right, so how do we go back? All right, let's go back. All right, this is cool. This is like zombie apocalypse. I mean, look at that, 50 cal. Yeah, there's probably 50 cal on top, and that holds, how many people does that hold? Does it say in here? 5 people. Okay, and that's almost 3 mil to buy it now, 2.2, so that's quite a decrease. But that is pretty awesome. The only thing I can say, looking at it, at the wheelbase and everything, it's probably not going to handle too well, and that's just my guess. I guess we'll find out though when we finally get to do the missions first, and that'll be nice too to see when we finally do the missions for these vehicles how they handle before we buy them, because looking at the prices, it's insane. For a regular guy playing GTA, doesn't have a lot of money, who wants to buy that kind of vehicle without knowing how it handles, how it feels, how actually strong it is? I mean, that's a lot of money to waste without knowing. So those missions that are going to let us use these vehicles, it's going to be a nice thing. It's definitely going to pay out. Now this is pretty cool looking. This is an old style flatbed tow truck with a dune buggy mix. I mean, that is awesome. I hope they incorporate something to do with actually being able to load the vehicles up for these missions. I think that'll be a fantastic feature, but we will find out later. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It is cheap though compared to all the other new vehicles on the war stock. We're at 650,000, okay, and the discounted of almost 500,000. So that's not bad, but that definitely looks like it's the cheapest out of the updated. And here's the two I think that, well, I think this one was definitely the most talked about when these leaks came out. The Ruiner 2000. Now it looks pretty identical to the Ruiner aside from the lights. A couple slight body changes. I don't see any miniguns. I don't see any missiles. But if you look down here, it says, note the production model of this vehicle has a reduced missile capacity. So I'm kind of curious what that means. My guess is when you're doing the missions for secure, that it's probably going to have more ammunition. Okay, that's my guess, and that when you actually have it in game to make it in the server, they probably didn't. They either slowed down the firing rate or they only gave you a certain amount of missiles. That's my guess because let's be honest, a car, a fast car can drive down the road. This car, it doesn't have bad handling. The original Ruiner. It's got good speed, and then on top of it you throw miniguns and missiles. Oh, and it can jump in the air and have a parachute. So it's the way they describe it, it would definitely be overkill and not fair to the other players in the game. So my assumption is that they somehow nerfed it a little bit from the actual mission to free mode because that would just be too much overkill. So I guess we'll find out when we finally get to start playing those, and hopefully it won't be too long. But look at that. Just as the leak said, $5.7 million. Now, Christ, man, that's the only thing that comes close to being that expensive is the freaking yacht. Or if you fully upgrade an executive office. But for a car, I mean, wow. But the discounted is 4.3. So that, that's a little better. That is a little better. And then of course we got the rocket Voltic, which it's at 3.8, and the discount is 2.8. And down here it's got another little note that says the production model of this vehicle has a longer recharge time on uses of the rocket burst. So it's probably going to be like the Electro. They can't give you a full power of in free mode. That just wouldn't be, I guess, fair to the other players. And I understand that. That makes sense. It's already believed that the Hydra was too powerful a vehicle to have on free mode. I guess they're saying the Ruiner is supposed to equal that out. So we will see. Time will tell everything, I guess. Let's see. Any vehicles in here? Any new ones? No, there are not. Alright, so. Now, that's not all the vehicles that they said would be on the list. But some people are believing that Rockstar's going to slowly release it as time comes by. So, again, that's another thing. Only time will tell. And I wish I had some water with... Oh, I did. I do have some water with me. Fantastic. Alright. As you can see real quick, I checked DocTease. DocTease has nothing either. We'll check Elite Travel real quick, but I doubt it. Voltus. That is... I don't know if that's new or not, actually. I've never checked, but that is... Well, that's nice looking. Okay. As you can see, I don't really buy planes very often. My Buzzard or my Savage gets me around. But who knows, that may all change. Okay, so we checked out the vehicles. We checked out Benny's a little bit. We bought a warehouse. We bought the garage. I'd say the next thing to try and do... Oh, and I do already know this. There are no new weapons. So, on that note, the only thing left to do is check close. So now we have 2 million. So, what car do we want to do? Do we want to buy one of the new high-end sports cars? I'd say no. I'd say definitely not that one because that's already using quite a bit of money, and that's 80. That's 880,000. So that's not upgraded. That's gonna be a regular car. Let's go with the RH8. Okay. We'll upgrade that before we start doing the missions, because I know everybody is excited to see what Benny has to bring to us, because, well, let's be honest, when he came out, that was some true customization on cars.
What do you need?
So let's get this
Quite
thing
a
out.
collection you've got here.
Now,
They're bringing your
if you've been playing for
personal vehicle
GTA
around right
for a
now.
while, most likely you already have this vehicle, and that's just wonderful. Hopefully you already have it upgraded too, but being that the car is free, hopefully upgrading it to Benny won't be that much, and you'll be saving yourself some money. So that'll be a nice thing. I know with the Karen, when it came to Benny, it was pretty expensive but you also had to either find or buy the vehicle. And the same with the Banshee, whereas this one's free, so hopefully it's not priced too high, and then you're actually going to save some money. Now, for me, it's going to be a little bit easier because I already have mine upgraded, so that will save me money on engine parts. But by no means do we know that Benny's work is going to be cheap. It never is. So let's go find out real quick. And look at that. We got one person in the lobby. I am surprised. But we'll leave him be as long as he leaves us be. I'm sure he will. So everybody's so thrilled to do this DLC. I don't think anybody's really concerned with each other. We'll keep an eye on him for sure. I'm surprised that he even got in. We don't want to trigger the job. Where's Grudge? Yeah, here we go. If I can get it in there. Can't drive this morning.
What am I doing for you?
Oh, man. And this is exciting.
There you go.
Alright, 900,000. That is a lot of money. But that was expected. I think that was almost the amount of the Karen RS. I think that was close to it. So, not too bad. But let's go. Let's just head and go and do that. That'll be my one car that came out that day. And look at this. Holy shit. Wow, those are some ugly bumpers. But other than that, that's a nice looking car. Definitely different. Alright, so we're not going to be concerned with armor right now. Brakes are already done, like I said, so let's check out these bumpers. Boy, that is flashy. That's a little too flashy for me. Carbon front splitter, so that's just carbon. Extended, I don't like extended. You see, I never liked those, but let's see, that's not too bad looking. A little too wide for me, so I think I'm going to stick with that. I like that. How about the rear bumper? Let's see if we can get rid of these big-ass flares. Yeah, yep, I like that. I like that. Bumper accessories, bumper mesh. What is this? Okay, so this is for the grill. So that has a badge on it. That's without the badge. That extends it. Okay, so that removes the bottom portion too. Yeah, I like that. I like being open. I like it being open. And we got the intercoolers. Okay. You know what? I'm not too fond of... I like that. I like the fan look. Twin fans. Alright, okay, so that's everything. Yep. That's the bumpers. Let's look at the chassis. Alright, these are for the headlight trim. Oh, that's interesting. You can have no headlights. But I like my headlights, so we're going to leave those. Doors. These are painted wind deflectors. Do we want those? Let's do that. Let's do that. Fenders. Okay. Alright. Slow down here real quick. So that just adds a small little vent. Slash through it. That widens the back. Or squares it up. I like that. And then you got, of course, the arches. So let's do that. I'm liking that one.
That's tight.
I already got the door, right? Yep, got the door. The engine block. Here we go. Oh, holy shit. 40,000 to show off an engine block. How often do you stop and show off your engine block? I mean, really. So to spend 50 grand on that seems kind of pointless. So I think we're going to skip that. Maybe later down the road, definitely. But it's not often you put your hood up in the middle of a gaming lobby. You know, I'm sure it'll happen. With this update coming out, I'm sure there's going to be car shows and you know, players coming together, which is going to be really cool to show off their cars, show off their personality. But for now, we're not going to be concerned with that. And the same with this. Oh, but I really like that. Okay, well, we're just going to have to control ourselves there for that. But let's check out the rest at least. So you got your chrome and, of course, the carbon. Okay. Got a little bit of a change there. That's kind of cool. Okay. But definitely a lot of money if we're not starting off with a lot. So let's try and save those extra expenses. Because we don't know what it's going to cost to do the missions yet. Here's the engine tunes. Alright, so we already got that fully upgraded. Cool. Like, yeah, it was fully upgraded. Exhaust. Everybody likes a good exhaust. Okay. So that's stock. Okay. Chrome tip. I like having duals. Yeah, regular circular. Okay, you got the titanium. That's pretty nice. It looks like it's a wider one. Here we go. We start getting into the twins. Alright. Not too big on the... Might be too flash for me, but I like the chrome. Simple. So let's do that. Let's do the chrome. Anything? Nope. Nothing new on that, but I don't do explosives. Let's do... Let's keep the black. Alright, hood. Hood accessories. It's the lip. So that... You can probably barely see it, because I can barely see it, but it's changing the lip of the hood. So we won't bother with that. We got hood hatches, though. I'm down with those hood hatches. Those are cool. They're not too expensive. Add a little bit of show to the front of the car. So you got the hatches and the lip. We'll just go with the hatches. I don't like the lip. We'll do the... Definitely do the chrome ones, I'm thinking. Yep, we'll do the chrome ones. Let's do the hood itself. Sticker bomb, way too flashy. See, that's not too bad looking. Ooh, I like that. That's nice too. I like that. That adds a square kind of feel to the body. That's nice. And then you got your chrome, your carbon options. Let's go with that. Let's go with the squared off one. I like that. That's nice. Alright, so we're still above $1 million. So for starting out with only 6.3, we spent it fast, but you know, in these leaks we knew this was going to be a high amount of money spent on this DLC. So the interior, I'm not too concerned with the interior, but let's check it out anyway. Trim design. Sunstrip. You know, we'll skip on that. Trim color. And I'm not seeing anything change in here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not seeing... Okay, there we go. Right there along the door panel. Alright, so how expensive is that? It's a little pricey, but I'm not going to be concerned with it right now. How about the dash? Street interior, that's... Huh. Stripped interior. Oh. Well, see, that's cool. That's cool. Alright. I'm half tempted to do that. I am half tempted to do that. You know what? Screw it. We'll do it. We'll get a little bit of lavish. Dials. Alright. Look at these. Got the racing dials. I like the ones on the bottom. Those are nice. They got detail. You got a digital one here. Digital is nice. I do like the digital. But I like the gauges being on the side too. Does that come? So let's do that one. Oh man, look at that. 20 grand for that. Alright, carbon doors. Do like that. That's not too bad. We'll do that. Alright, so it looks like we're definitely gonna get below a million, but I think we'll be alright. We'll do the seats too. Not seeing much of a difference here. Okay, but there we go. We got these. These are nice, but how much? Okay, they're not too bad. They're doable, I'd say. So let's do that.
I hope you're happy.
Let's do that one. Steering wheel. Definitely have to get a custom steering wheel. That one's nice. How about with all the buttons? But that's, you know, that's expensive. We'll do the ones without the buttons. How's that? Yeah, we'll do that one. That's not too bad. Light color. All right. Let's go with the. Do they have a green in here, or is it only the yellow that looks like green? Purple, blue, blue, blue. Here we go. Here's the greens. Bright green, gasoline green, lime green. That's really bright. But you know what? We'll go with the lime green. A roll cage. We of course have to have a roll cage. Any good race car does. Padded full roll cage. Padded dash dodger cage. I don't know what that means, but we'll go with the full. More support. Alright, lights. Headlights. Taken care of. Neon. Doesn't seem like it changes. Let's see if they add any new colors. No, they did not. Nope. Liveries. Here we go. Got a white stripe. Black stripe. Not tonight, Pizza Boy. Well, that's definitely unique. There you go. We got it racing with blue stripes. Battle damaged. Oh, I see. Okay, it makes it look like it's been beat up a little bit, but who wants their car to look like that? I don't know. Okay, that's cool. We might end up going with that. That is definitely unique. It's like Pro Racer here. more pro racing. So we're gonna do this. That's cool. Now that's $36,000. Okay. Plates, plate holder. Well, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that. That's kind of cool. That's already taken care of course. Respray, primary color. Oh, that don't look good with that. But let's do a metallic black. Does that look any different? Yeah, it gives it a little bit of a shine. Okay. Secondary color. Can you even see the secondary color? Oh, it's the... Okay, so it's the hood and the roof and the trunk. Okay, so we'll go with the black as well. We'll have it match. Roof. Vented. I'm not liking the vented. Let's see what... Okay. Oh, they got the... Alright, that's neat. I don't know if I personally like it, but screw it, we'll go with it. Let's do it. Skirts. So what we have on there is a carbon. I'd rather it match, but let's keep it low key. Spoiler. Alright. That's what we got on there. So that's none. A little one. It seems like they get bigger. That's not too bad. Actually, I kind of like that one. That's the mid-level. I like low-key. I don't like really tall ones. All right. Let's do that one. Yep, let's do that. All right. Suspension, drop it down. Transmission's good. Turbo's in it. Wheels. Supposedly there's supposed to be new wheels. Let's check this out. Benny's spokes. See, these are pretty flashy. They don't seem too much tuner, but oh man, look at the price. Look at that price. That's expensive. So is it really necessary? Because I like the simple wheels on it. These are really flashy. So what do we got on there? Those look good. I think those look good, but let's see, what do the originals have? See what's going on here. Okay. Okay, so not bad, but a little big for the car itself. I think a smaller wheel looks better on it. Wheel color, tire designs. We'll do without that. Got the bulletproof already. Windows are already dark as can be, and there we go. So let's take it for a test drive. I'd say that's a pretty good looking car right there. Oh man, look at that.
LJ.
Whew. Okay, so let's not wreck it right as we get out of the line. Ooh. A little bit of extra speed, not too much, but you definitely, when you're paying for all that money, you definitely paying for the look of it. I mean, look at this though. This looks way better than the Banshee or the Karen or however you pronounce it. This looks really good in my opinion. I like this. This is definitely the best looking car. I mean, it almost doesn't even look like it belongs in GTA. Sitting next to the NPC cars, I mean, this is they did a really nice job. Definitely beautiful. So let's go park this in this new garage we bought and see what the animation is on that. Definitely kind of excited. Look at this. So go right down here. How's this work? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so this is where we enter. Oh, look at this. Oh! Wow. I like that. Holy crap. Oh yeah, this is the way to live right here. Oh yeah. And we're definitely gonna have to bring the Reaper up here later. That is just... Wow, that is fantastic. That fits right into... Look at that. That matches the garage. That is so cool. And you know what? I bet you... See, let's put it closer though. Is this where we organize it? That's just where we organize it. Yeah, let's put it closer here. I thought I didn't have access. Okay, alright, so that's the top floor. Oh. Oh, so okay, so you have 3 floors in one garage, but you can buy 3 separate garages that have 3 separate floors. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, but that's really cool. I like that. Alright, so let's put it in... Is that as close as we can... So we see right when we walk out the door here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, real quick, before we go do one of the missions, because that's what we're about to do next, let's go check out this custom auto shop. Now that we have a car in there, I want to see how that setup is. And maybe we don't have to take it back to Benny's. I think that would be really cool.
I hope you're well.
Do you say anything? Is there an interaction menu? No, there's not, but you look extremely skinny. Damn, we gotta get you some food. God, you are anorexic. Wow, okay. Is there any kind of menu? Well, the mechanic's more expensive, $400. That went up. So we got a TV over here. Got a little lounge area. You can sit down, some magazines. That's a shitload of magazines. That's right, I didn't put a nicer floor in there. That's right, to save money. I forgot. Okay. Okay, so how do we customize stuff? That's what I want to know. I'd love to know that. Use the radio. Well, that's not really doing anything for me. That doesn't do a darn thing for me. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Huh, okay. What do we want to do? Do we want to try... You know what? We'll mess with this later. Let's go check out these missions, because I'm excited to see that, because I love the idea of actually stealing cars and selling them for money. That's like some Fast and Furious or like Gone in 60 Seconds shit. So let's try and do that. I am thrilled for that. Another way to get more money. I love it.
There's the boss.
Okay, so... I'm running into shit over here. Alright, let's pick up us a car. Alright.
Here's the vehicle cargo summary page. It's a rundown of the organization's activities in the market. If you want to move to a warehouse in a different part of the city, click on the vehicle warehouse map link at the top of the page, and you'll get a fair trade in price for your current property. And if you want to start sourcing vehicles, you click that green button there. Lastly, you can click Renovate Warehouse if you want to change the look of the place.
Alright, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, and so this is where you renovate it. Okay, that's cool. See, that's where you can change it. So let's source vehicle. Let's do it. Yep, let's do it. Alright, so it says vehicle FMJ, value top range, plate, H0T for you, hot for you. Huh. Funny, okay. So that's cool. So they send us the details in text message. And we are going to take the new car to go get it, I think. Office Garage 1. So if you buy the other garages, they must show up as Office Garage 2 and 3. So that, okay, that makes sense. Alright. Alright, so let's go get our new car. And we'll check out what this is all about.
Details should be with you on this car. It's parked at that location. This is straightforward enough. Let's get this one back in good shape.
Alright, let's do it. I agree. Ooh, look at those exhausts shake. I like it. Alright. Why does that sound good down here? Whew. So I don't have a GPS, no, but it's up here. Alright, so let's see. Hope I don't have to kill too many people because I don't have any body armor or snacks. I don't think. I forgot to stock up. It's gonna be a problem possibly. But we'll find out. Boy, I tell you what, does this thing handle nice? Whoops. Might even be able to drift with it if we get the hang of it eventually. A little scratch in it though. Damn. Alright. Let's Get up here. Alright, so it's up here. And there, it looks like there's people there. Oh, I see it. Am I gonna have to shoot them? Well, just in case, let's get ready. Alright. So that's a car there. That's definitely the car there, but to avoid damaging it, let's move this out of the way. Because it's all about keeping the value of the car. Of course, I trapped myself in the car. Damn it. Alright. Oh, look at that. New animation. No more breaking in windows. That is cool. Car's lifted with a bomb. If it will blow if the speed drops too low. What? Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, we already put repair cost. Oh, that is not cool. I don't even know where the warehouse is. Oh, this is not good. Holy shit. Okay, that's a surprise. That's a surprise. Oh man. Okay, so I'm panicking I'm definitely panicking just a little bit. Because not only am I gonna screw this car, but I'm gonna kill myself in the process. Holy shit. Oh man. Wow. Okay. Alright, this is good. We'll until the bomb is disarmed. Okay. Okay, so we can't take it back until the bomb is disarmed. And that's in... Oh shit, that's in 1 minute and 20 seconds though. So, if you're in a lobby with other players, you're almost gonna be screwed. I mean, let's be honest. What's it take? One sticky bomb to blow one of these up. I guess that's really where having your fellow associates is gonna come into play. Oh shit. So now we're up to repair cost. Above $2,000. Wow, so it is not going to be easy to deliver any of these without a repair cost. Oh man, and my driving is not the best right now. Oh man, okay. I know the warehouse is somewhere down here though. And, that's another reason I want to say why I'm in my own lobby right now. With that trick I use to get in my own lobby, it works 99% of the time, is because with these new missions we have no idea what's going to be going on, we have no idea how much of our money it's going to take, and you're going to have a lot of guys that don't have the money to buy this stuff. They're going to be jealous, or just to screw you over, they're going to destroy the vehicles you're picking up. And, if you don't have a lot of money, if you had enough to buy this, oh, we're almost good. If you had enough money to buy the garage to be able to do the update and play this, you're probably not going to have too much money left over. So who knows how much that would end up costing you. So that's why I want to try this in my own lobby, where I don't have to worry about somebody going to be blowing me up, wasting the last little money we have, which, we went through 6.3 million pretty quick. We only have 800,000 left. Not very much, It doesn't look like the damage is too bad. I mean, I wrecked pretty hard into some stuff, and the car held up good. Oops, I missed the turn. So, it looks like the strength of the vehicles is improved. Probably only for this kind of stuff. And a repair cost of 2,500 bucks isn't too bad. So, it doesn't look like they overdid it. So that's kind of nice. But we don't know what else is going to be coming. Because supposedly you're able to mod these cars to a certain buyer, and we don't know how much that's going to cost yet and what the sellout value is. So we're going to find out. Now with other players being in lobby, this would definitely be a lot harder of a mission. But if you don't know what you're doing, if you weren't, if you didn't see a stream or videos from other players or myself, you wouldn't know until you got in the car like I did that it's going to blow unless you keep a certain speed. So, I definitely say that it's still not easy. I also would say though it's definitely not the hardest, which is nice, but that's only one mission. I'm sure they have multiple missions just like they have for the biker gang and the special
Oh,
cargo.
it's the boss. Okay,
Oh.
here's our new vehicle warehouse. Let me show you around. We're gonna store all our vehicle cargo here before
See what she
selling
has to
it.
say.
We can fit 40 cars in here. We got a vending machine and some personal space back there for getting some shut-eye and changing your clothes. When you bring a car back, it'll get fixed up and listed on Ad Hoc's Autos. When you access the website from the laptop on the desk, you'll see your current stock of cars and be able to select how many you want to offload and to who. The amount you
Okay.
can sell at any one time is dependent on how many associates you got on hand. If we want to chase the bigger commissions, we're going to need to modify the cars to the bigger buyer specifications. Remove trackers, change paint jobs, rims, apply other mods. Different buyers got different requirements. The mechanic's on site to handle all that. It's an independent operator, so it costs to repair stolen cars that come in damaged, and to do the mods. But believe me, it makes life easy. And you see the door over there? That'll take you all the way down to the underground facility. You renovated down there, so there's somewhere to store any of those big, unwieldy modified vehicles off the Warstock site. Only place to accommodate anything from a huge Phantom Wedge to
Whoa.
an amphibious Blazer Aqua. And that's it. We should get to work. The more vehicle cargo we move,
Okay.
the more of an interest security
That was
Serve's
pretty
gonna
cool.
take in the company.
They
We
just
steal enough
threw it right
cars,
down in
they'll
there.
throw us
I
some
doubt it's
special
for us
vehicle
to
work.
use yet, but
Come by the office when you want to source that next car.
who knows?
See you, boss.
Alright, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Okay, oh, here's the vehicle that we have delivered. Alright, well, what about selling it? Staff only. Is this where we go? Okay. Oh, cool. I got my own little back office here. And do I have to buy this crap? This is mine. I have to buy it for $1. I gotta buy my own soda for $1. I own $1 million business, and I gotta buy $1 soda out of my machine. Ridiculous. No, that's not cool. Okay, so I can change clothes and get into bed here. So this is pretty cool. Actually, it's just like the biker stuff. Let's see, this is go anywhere.
Expecting the line, are you, boss?
Okay, so this is the whole entire office. Any interaction in here? Nope. Got some nice magazines though. All right. Okay, so this is our little quarters where we. This is our quarter where we do stuff. All right, so this is the entire garage. And I tell you what, these graphics are cool. Definitely fitting, I'd say. All right, so that's where the first the car is stored. Now I'm wondering, I'm sure they're gonna be parked throughout here, but it looks over here. Yep, it looks like there's storage over here. So maybe you store like special cars in this section, because they were talking about. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. They were talking about having special collections, so maybe that's where you store the collections. But it could just be random cars are stored there, so we'll find out. But this is definitely a huge garage. Look at that, spare bumpers. Looks like all familiar bumpers. And these stairs. Oh, you can go up these stairs. Anything up here? No, not a thing up here. Okay. Alright. Alright, well. Is this door? Okay, so that exits. We don't want to exit yet. Real quick, check out other stuff. I don't want to get too much into detail, because there's other stuff to do here. Where's my office? Oh, the mechanic. Let's see if he has anything to say. Okay, so yeah, look at all this storage. All right, so they must be used for the actual storage of the vehicles. I mean, you're storing 60 in here. There's definitely not 60 or even 30, so it's not like you store one on top and then one on the bottom. But who knows? But where's that mechanic guy? Where the hell is he hiding? Go through the office. All right, here he is. It's a tight area to try and mod the cars, but oh, there's a garage door there, so.
I got ideas of how we could improve the management structure if anyone wants to, you know, ask. I gotta work in these conditions.
No, I don't care. I don't care. You're the mechanic. All right, I'm the boss. All right, so let's see about selling these. Let us see what we can be by selling cars. I like it. I mean, this is
Okay, boss,
freaking
you want to sell
fantastic.
something? You're in the right place. We log everything that comes in on the site, so you can see what we got in the warehouse. Select a vehicle, and it goes up on the export list at the top of the page. You can sell up to 4 vehicles at a time if you've got the drivers here in the warehouse. When the cars you want to sell are selected, confirm, and the system will search available buyers.
Okay, so it seems like to sell more than one at a time, you definitely have to have associates, but I mean, I guess that makes sense. I thought they'd incorporate maybe like a tractor trailer that you store the vehicles in, but huh. That may be a possibility too. I mean, nobody really knows yet. So let's see what collections is real quick.
Oh yeah, and here's the special collections page. Clients pay extra to buy a full collection at once. If something we got could be included in one, we'll put the image up here. No image means we don't got it. You gotta wait for SecuroServe to send you after one, or hope you run into another crew taking it back. If the full set's here, add it to the export list by hitting Export Collection.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I guess you can collect those at different times, and then export them once you have them as a collection, and they're worth more. Yeah, see, collection bonus, $35,000, $20,000 here, $50,000 for that, $35,000 for that. So it doesn't seem like it's too much extra, but I mean that can be, that's quite a bit for just a regular guy playing GTA. So, but you'll need to have some friends, I'd say, to pull that off. So let's see. On that note, let's hit export and see what it says. So delivery commission is $40,000. Market value of selected vehicle is $1.7 million. All right, so that means we'll be getting $40,000 for it. That doesn't seem like too much commission for selling $1.7 million car, but let's see what happens.
There you go. We got 3 buyers. Pick who you like, but you should know that the bigger deals got strings attached. They're gonna want you to do modifications up front. If you damage the car or lose it on the way to the sale, the money's gone. I'll do the modifications in-house, charge you a flat fee. It makes life simple for you and hard for me, but what else would you expect, right, boss? Make a call and we'll get on with it.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. So you can definitely make more than $40,000. I mean, shit. I mean, let's think about this. To make $100,000 off of the special cargo, you'd have to get about 8 crates, 7 or 8 crates. That's about 2 to 3 trips. That'll cost you, just to buy the crates, that'll cost you, you know, you're looking at like $30,000, I think more than $30,000. So you're not even making $100,000 there, and that takes quite a bit of time. And I did that in maybe, I think, 5 minutes. Got the car, only cost me $2,500 because I wrecked a little bit. And you can pay another $2,000 to make $100,000 off of it. So deduct that, you're looking at $80,000. That's pretty quick to me. Like that actually seems like this is going to be a quick way to make good money. And you definitely want to take advantage of this stuff now if you can. Hopefully you guys out there that are watching this, you play GTA, you love it, you have the money to buy this, because there is a chance that if it's overkill that they might nerf it. Who knows? You never know. So hopefully you guys can, because that was definitely fun. I mean, the excitement I had when that when that car started, you know, the bomb was telling me there was a bomb in the car. Like that was cool. That was definitely cool. So, but also though, if you're in a lobby with other players, you have to be careful on the deliveries, because we don't know how the delivery is yet. But it sounds like that $20,000 you put in to customize it is lost if something happened to that vehicle before the delivery. So you're putting a risk in there, but I'd say it's definitely worth it. So let's go on that note. Let's head into it, because I'd like that kind of money.
Let's get this ready. Buyer wants certain elements changed. Doesn't mind so much what they're changed to, and I've already quoted you a price. Select the mods they want stage by stage, and then hit complete when it's good. Work will be done on the spot. Sometimes you'll have to wait on other drivers being choosy, but you won't wait long. You know who makes good license plates? Prison inmates. We got to change up the paint job. I am paid well below my skill level. Performance mods are on the list.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like we're really upgrading more. Some are upgrades and some are downgrades, but it says free.
It's got a whole new profile.
I don't
Wheels
know,
have got
like,
to go.
if there's a wrong way or a right way to do this, but there's a timer too. I don't understand why there'd be a timer, because you're not keeping the car. I'm not really getting that. Huh. And that's it, I guess. Is that now? I'm wondering if that's going to affect the sale price or not. I'm really curious. I really hope it doesn't. Okay, so we have to deliver to FMJ the buyer.
Okay, the work's been done. Take the car to the buyer and don't let another organization get in the way.
Okay, so this is... Huh. Alright, so you definitely drive it. Definitely drive it to deliver it. And I guess that's where, in the leaks, they were talking about how... Oh, NPCs. Okay, they are devaluing the car. Okay, so you don't even have to just worry about other players. You got to worry about NPCs. Okay, oh, watch out for that car. And they will devalue. Look, we've already went down from 100,000. We lost almost $1,000 on it, which is not too bad, but... Huh. Okay, so that's definitely interesting. That's definitely something to keep in mind. And how far are we going? Look at that. We are going almost 4 miles out. So that is not a short trip at all to try and deliver this and where the car can be devalued. But now this is, you know, I don't know this for sure yet. I stopped watching any other streams or videos on the stuff that was coming out when I started mine. So I don't know this personally. Maybe it's already out, but apparently, based on the leaks that were given out, this is where other players with organizations that have a vehicle warehouse can actually steal this car from you and go store it in theirs. And holy shit, there's more. Whoa. Boy, they are... Oh man, not cool, not cool. We had to take this road. Oh, we're going on a detour, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have followed the GPS. Look at that, we're already down almost $5,000. And this car is not helping. Oh, come on. Okay, I think it'd be better to probably take the highway if we can. How far is... Yeah, we're going to try and take the highway instead of all these curvy roads. Because we've almost lost 10 grand on it, which we were going to make... A regular price would be 40,000, I think. So we're going to make 80,000 roughly on that. We already lost almost 10 grand. Oh, come on, 10 grand on it. So now we're down to where we're making roughly 70K on this. Hey, what's up? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, my man. It looks like Zijad. How you doing, buddy? I can't right now, my man. Got the stream up, man. Let me see. If you want to jump on, definitely, I could always use some help, actually. I got to stay off. Got to see. We'll see how the mic works with the internet. The internet's kind of iffy for me right now, but definitely join up in the game. Hopefully, won't have any issues with you jumping in. That's Alden, my man, right there. A little bit of a young dude, been helping me out, get ready for the DLC. Shout out to him, big help in helping me get ready for this. So he's an awesome dude. Yeah, man, definitely go ahead and jump on in. So let's see, what are we down to now? We're down to Almost lost 9 grand on the car. Oh, yes. I gotta change that. Give me just a sec. I will change my settings so you can jump on with. I got it offline right now. Let me finish delivering this real quick. All right. So we're almost there. First delivery, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, first delivery from stealing the vehicle. So that's awesome, fantastic. Didn't lose too much money on it, but the trip is not over. Who knows what surprises Rockstar might have. All right, so there it is, and it's delivered. So fantastic. Man, I apologize ahead of time too. My throat is killing me. I'm getting sick or something. Look at that payment, $91,000. Okay, and of course you subtract the 22,000, the 20,000 for modding it, and the 2,000 for the devalue. So we actually made quite a nice profit on that. It's not too bad at all. All right, so let's get my buddy in here. Okay, if it loads, that is. All right. Okay. So now I got to pick up another vehicle. That's fantastic. That is really awesome. Definitely going to be a fun mode, and that was actually some pretty quick cash. That took, I think, maybe about 20-30 minutes, you know, and that's of course playing around in the garage, modding. I'm sure if you really find a way to grind it, it'll come to you pretty quick. And like I said, that was, what was that? That was almost 100 grand. So it's definitely going to be a moneymaker DLC, as long as they don't change it. that's the key, as long as they don't change it. So, because God forbid they think that this might give us a much larger advantage. All right. So let's request the personal vehicle. Let's see, is there any new options here? So I don't remember seeing those, so I'm not sure. I don't know, because I never use that menu often other than the buzzard. Oops. Request personal vehicle. Alright. And there it is. I'll get out of there first, it might help the run. Alright, and let's see here. Alright, hold on, Alden, hold on. Alright. Just jump out of your party and use game chat. Okay, alright. Hopefully there's no issues with the broadcasting. Make sure that I can still hear everything. Am I out of the party? Alright. I apologize for this ahead of time. I gotta make sure this darn thing is working. Alright, I see, I'm not, there we go, yep, okay. All right. Now use game chat, Alden, if you can hear me. Okay, so. All right, and that was the first mission for stealing the vehicle and delivering it. So that was one full mission playthrough. Now, of course, you know, Rockstar obviously added way more playthrough missions for this, so we're gonna see that here pretty soon as we keep on playing. And hopefully, during the stream, what I want to do is at least stream long enough to get access to some of those specialized vehicles, because I'm really thrilled to see what it's going to be coming out and how the gameplay is on that. I think it's going to be fantastic being able to ram, you know, in a large amount of vehicles. And I have no GPS up, so I don't know where I'm going. It's going to be easier to record because the way your party settings are set up, buddy, it's not going to record unless you change them. So let's see. Go to the map, and that's where we got to go. I could call in a chopper, but I want to drive this fantastic new Skyline. Although it's not a Skyline, can't really say that. Copyright issues, right? Let's see. Yeah, so it sounds like there's not going to be any limit to what vehicles are going to be stolen. It sounds like, I mean, obviously the high-end vehicles are going to be worth, you know, way more. They're not going to have you steal just any old car off the street. But it sounds like, and it looked like, based on the collections, that there's not going to be a limit to which high-end cars are stolen. So that's going to be fun. So you're definitely going to get to drive all kinds of, you know, all kinds of vehicles that, if, you know, again, if you're a regular guy playing GTA, you never got a lot of money, you never got to try every car, or, you know, you didn't have time to do the creator trick where you can, you know, test drive these cars, then it's going to give you a chance to drive them. And so that's going to be really fantastic. And I'm going to invite my buddy here now to the CEO Corporation office, whatever you want to call it. And Alden, you go ahead and meet me over at the office there, buddy. And we're going to go and steal some more cars. And let's see what it brings us this time. I already forgot what car that was. That was a fun car to drive. Never driven that car before. Never wanted to buy it. And honestly, if Rockstar ever sees this, this was a great idea. You need to let these guys test drive these vehicles. You know, I know you guys think that you're making more money by not, but I will say that driving that vehicle alone definitely makes me want to buy that vehicle, and I've never had the want to buy before. So maybe if you let guys test drive these vehicles, they'll actually buy more vehicles. Thank you, my man. I know it's fantastic, right? Rockstar did a great job with the Skyline. Not even sure how you saw it. I don't know where you're at. But when I get to the office, I will send you an invite. It should teleport you right up to the office. Hopefully. We'll see. Me too, man. One of the favorite cars. Skylines are definitely one of my favorite cars. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Had some other viewers earlier. I had a couple viewers at a time. Not too many stayed. But I'm keeping this thing going, keeping it alive, because this will stay on YouTube as a video. Obviously not as a stream anymore, but when I'm finished, it will stay on YouTube as a video. So if anybody would ever happen to look up or see what was going on with the DLC, they have another video to watch. And I'm trying to be as informative as possible while still sticking to, you know, the down and dirty, getting straight to it. And look at this. All my money is gone. That is sad. Ah, that's a shame. It's a shame, but we'll fill it up plenty with this this new car DLC. I love it. It's fantastic. So let's see. Let's get you invited. I know, man. I don't know why it spawned you all the way out there.
Okay, you have a seat.
I am not sure. That sucks. But that's okay, because it should have sent you an invite, and you should be able to, like, and you accept that, come right on up, man. Boy, I tell you what, for anybody viewing this video later on, eventually I'm thinking about getting a camera. I kind of wanted to stay off the camera, you know, because I don't want people to enjoy my channel or watch me, or, you know, avoid watching me because of my ugly looks. No, I'm just joking. I'm not that bad looking. But to kind of depersonalize it, you know, to a certain degree, where, and to stick more to the content, and, you know, for those fans that ever talk to me, you know, just keep it to that, you know, that. But if there is ever a request, then I'm not against it. So, alright, with Alden being here, we are going to get this started. We are going to steal another couple cars. Hopefully there's not a cooldown timer like there is in the special cargo. I really hope there's not, because that would really bum me out. Especially with only being able to buy one warehouse. So let's find out. So it doesn't look like it, but we were also gone for a little bit in between buying and selling. So we'll find out.
We gotta make some
Alright, so we'll take the Skyline. We're going to drive the Skyline one more time. Enjoy it, because I enjoy that. God, there's so many options now. I got to find the right one. Normally on these kind of missions, I would definitely take a chopper. It really quickens things. If you're trying to make money fast, get yourself a buzzard. The buzzard is your workhorse. You can spawn it anywhere as a CEO owner.
So this...
You know, definitely. Hey, what's up, Alden? Yeah, sure, you can drive, man. Go ahead. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Yeah, you can spawn the buzzard anywhere. It makes quick work of travel. So the buzzard is definitely workhorse. I personally think it's an essential to have as a CEO, organization owner. It really gets the job done faster. You know, and time is money, just like it is in everyday work. So, you know, if you're just buying a CEO, you know, an executive office now, because of the DLC, if you got the extra, grab yourself a buzzard too. It's really gonna do you good. All right, my man. What's that? The car. So of course so that car actually is the GTR, and the upgraded, so to upgrade it, it's 900,000, over 900,000, and that's base. That's not with any bumpers or hoods or anything. So, all right, not too far now, less than half a mile. All right, now. Alden, that was, so earlier I only got one done, but basically you want to keep these vehicles in best shape as possible as you're driving them. If you wreck them, it devalues them. And be careful, there are NPCs that spawn. So it looks like we're gonna have to take some people out on this one. All right, I got it. I'll take care of it. So let's make quick work. I should be hiding behind stuff, but I'm not going to. So I'm not trying not to shoot any. Oh, I didn't mean to knock out that civilian. Alright. Alright, jump on in. Looks like we're only getting one. So I thought having more than one associate, that you might be able to get more than one vehicle at a time. It's not going, huh? Oh, so that's our only option. Wow, okay. Wow, that's definitely new. Okay. Good idea. Good idea. And hopefully Lester works. We don't know yet, but we're gonna find out. And there's also
Hey there.
there's also NPCs
What can I help you with?
chasing us, and I can so
Okay then.
that's
Wow.
already gone.
Weirdo.
All right, that's good. The one level is already gone, but we do have a chopper chasing us, so and we have a car, an NPC car chasing us. So Rockstar definitely did not make it easy. Whoa. Okay. Like I was saying, I thought having another associate, you'd pick up more vehicles once, but it looks like you only get one car at a time. So having an associate is really only good for the delivering of the vehicles. And I think we'll find out soon, too, if making more deliveries at once, not just the collections, but making more deliveries at once. Oh, man, I'm really wrecking this car. Oh, and Alden glitched out. That's what I figured. So we're not going to see. Alright. Oh man, this is just not going good for me right now. Yep, the glitch. Yep, not good. Alright. Oh, the car is on fire. That's not good. So repair cost, 34,000. So there you go, folks. Second mission I did, and that just cost me $34,000. So lesson here is be prepared when you do these drops, because if they're destroyed, it's paying out of your pocket. So I guess that's why Rockstar didn't have them valued when you pick them up, and they only had them. Wow, they only had them when. Oh man, it's been a late night. You only lose money when they're
Okay,
wrecked.
looks like that one got away from us.
So that's gonna
If you want to take a pass at another vehicle, come back to the office and let's get moving.
That's gonna be a little iffy. But you know, I think on that note, I think I'm gonna end the stream for today. It's been an hour and a half. Got a good look at the DLC. I'm currently being shot by cops. That's fantastic. So let me call Lester here. Let's give him a call. Alright.
I take it this isn't a social call. Okay, so you're in serious trouble,
yeah, so I
and
think
you
what I'm
need
gonna do
my
is I'm gonna
help.
end the stream.
Okay.
For today, or at least for now, actually. I'm gonna work on some stuff, keep doing some missions, and I think I'm gonna stream later tonight, if and only if I can get those special vehicle missions unlocked, because I know everybody's excited to see how those work. And streaming will be definitely quicker than doing some footage and editing it and putting it up for you guys. So I'd like to get that content to the few of you that have watched this or watched my channel, or any of you that are looking up any information on those that can't do it themselves yet. So I definitely want to provide that for you. So on that note, this has been Wolfegeargaming. I hope you all appreciate the video, enjoyed. Leave a like and a subscribe if you did. Really helps me out, and let me know what y'all think. Give me feedback. Alright, and I'll talk to y'all later.